welcome to another one of our videos. Everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm sitting outside of a Goodwill right now. I'm about to run in there and see if we can find anything to buy and then resell on eBay and Amazon. That's part of what this channel is about, buying stuff from thrift stores and making money, reselling it online. So what I thought would be cool in today's video is I'm going to go into the store and try to find some stuff, but throughout this vlog today, I'm going to show you some items that we've sold on eBay within the last, most of them will be within the last week. So recent sales that we've sold on eBay, I'll tell you how much the items sold for, what type of items they are, where we got them, and we can talk about like how much profit we've made on them as well. We make these videos, guys, so that you can see how easy it is to get started with reselling online. We buy a lot of stuff from thrift stores and garage sales. Most of our business these days is bigger bulk buys, buying larger quantities of inventory, but we still like to get back to our roots, no pun intended, but we like to go to thrift stores and garage sales and auctions and stuff and just try to find unique items that we can either keep for ourselves or resell online. So that's what today's video is going to be about. If you guys like videos like this, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel if this is your first time watching. But I guess we can just kind of jump right into things, because actually the first item that I'm going to show you that we sold came from this exact Goodwill that I'm sitting outside of, so it's fitting for this video. So we'll jump right into it, guys. This first item was actually a really good buy. We paid $15 for this pair of Salvatore Ferragamo master suede shoes. They were in really good condition. Like I said, $15 on them, and they just sold today. Actually, I'm still waiting on the payments, but I'm sure that it'll come through. Just sold today. Took a best offer on them of $220. So bought them for 15 bucks, sold them for $220, and those sold in less than a week. So after fees, after shipping, after our cost of goods, we're still probably gonna net like, I don't know, 140, 150 bucks on those shoes. So I'm really happy with the turnaround and profit on those. Anyway, that's the first item. A bunch more coming throughout this video, so you can get an idea of what sort of items are selling for us right now on eBay. But with that being said, let's go check out if we can find some more stuff at this Goodwill. Alright, so I did end up finding a few things at that Goodwill. Nothing like amazing like the last couple times that I've been there, but I did find a few things. I'll show you guys what I found. We'll start with these Merrell shoes. I know you guys have probably seen us buy Merrell brand shoes quite a few times. Let me see if I can show you that's the logo at the bottom there. So Merrell is the name of these shoes, and these ones cost me $8. And pretty much on every single pair of Merrell shoes, if you look at the inside tongue on them, you'll find the name of the shoe and then also the model number. So like the model number on these ones is J42139W, and just by like typing that model number into eBay and looking at the sold comps, I found this exact same pair of shoes that sold for $50. So I know that my $8 investment, because these shoes are in good shape, my $8 investment should turn into about 50 bucks. Keeping it going, if you watch our channel, you'll know that I love to buy vintage stuff, especially vintage t-shirts. So I always look out for like the older vintage t-shirts. This one is not quite vintage. It is Revolver, and it's like a Beatles shirt. It does have a date on it of 2002, and it says Apple Corps Limited on the bottom of it. So 2002 is the date on this one. For vintage, across the board, usually 20 years or more, an item is considered vintage. So this one isn't quite there yet, and the comps on it, the sold comps on it, honestly aren't great, but it's just too cool of a shirt to leave behind. I paid $3 for it, and the comps on it, like the sold comps on it, aren't really very good, but if you look at what's for sale, I think the lowest price one is $25. So I do think that if we hold on to it a bit, we'll eventually get some decent money for the shirt. The next one, this one is vintage. It's Red Tail brand, and it does have a date on it of 1995. And the cool thing about this shirt is that it is long sleeve, which with vintage stuff, vintage t-shirts and that, it's kind of rare to find long sleeve ones. And the graphic on it's pretty cool. Hunting and like deer stuff does seem to sell pretty well for us. This is a size extra large, so I think we'll do pretty decent on it. We paid $5 for it. And then my favorite vintage find of the day is this really like bright graphic Hooters t-shirt. So it's got like the Hooters Halloween on the front of it, and then on the back it says more than a mouthful. So this one is definitely vintage. It does have a date on it of 1990. So it's a pretty old shirt. What is that? 29 years old. And then just a few other ways to usually tell that an item is vintage. You can tell a lot by the tag. So this one is a T-shirt Express tag. The other way you can tell is by looking for that single stitch. This one here, you can see on the sleeve, it is just one line of stitching. And if you compare that to like this t-shirt that I'm wearing, this one has 2 lines of stitching on the sleeve. Now this t-shirt in particular has double stitching on the bottom of the shirt, but on the sleeve, it has single stitching. And then obviously the easiest way to tell that an item is older is to look for a date. So because this one says 1990 right on there, it's an easy way to tell that this shirt was printed in 1990. That's not always the case with every single item. Sometimes the dates are like copyright dates, not when the item was actually made. Sometimes companies make their labels look older when they're not actually that old. And sometimes you will find single stitch as well on newer items. But most of the time, if you find those things, those 3 things, or a couple of those things, most of the time that will mean that it is like an 80s, 90s vintage item. One other thing that I want to mention as well, guys, because I hear people all the time saying, you know, my thrift stores are totally cleaned out. I can't find anything. I can't find any clothes. I can't find any shoes. So one thing that I want to mention when you're going to these thrift stores is sometimes it's good to look in places where other resellers or other sellers just aren't looking. Learn stuff like bags. Look through the bags and see if there's anything cool there. Learn stuff like toys. Look through the toys. See if there's anything worth reselling there. You can look through like hard goods. You can look through electronics. You can look through hats. We've made a lot of money reselling hats, but we know people that make all of their money not even in clothes. They just buy like electronics and household hard goods. So there's opportunity everywhere if you're willing to learn about different categories and if you're willing to take the time to actually like seek out different things. But don't get discouraged if you're not finding like the same kinds of clothes and stuff that we find here, because everywhere is going to be different. Every thrift store is going to be different. These videos are more just to show you like the type of brands, the type of items that we like to look out for in our area. So make sure you're keeping an open mind to looking in other places in the thrift stores. So that's everything that I bought at the Goodwill today. I'm on my way back to our warehouse now. But let's keep it going with some stuff that's sold on eBay for us recently. This next item, great brand to look out for. The brand is called Mizzen and Main. They make really, really nice high quality dress shirts. This particular one sold for us for $49.97. It was used and we did pay up a bit for it. I think we paid like $8 for this particular long sleeve shirt. But again, it sold for $50, free shipping. We do free shipping on everything that we do. But yeah, decent money in that Mizzen and Main brand. So there's another item that sold. Let's head to the warehouse and we'll talk more about items that sold on eBay for us within the past week. What are you doing?
Look at my shirt.
Sweet shirt, Callie.
Meow.
It's so cool.
Thanks for getting it for me.
You're welcome. I want to find the matching sweater.
So I can wear the sweater too.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Cookie.
Love it.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, it's hard to lift stuff.
Oh yeah, your shoulder.
Yeah. I can use this hand. There we go.
Use your strong hand.
So yesterday, Callie found, how many beanies? 15 beanies?
Yeah, like 15.
15. And I put them on our website and they sold out overnight. So no more beanies left. I don't know if we're going to order more or not, but these ones are all sold out. Yay. Thanks for your support, guys. Appreciate it. All right, all the beanies and keychains and hats and everything are shipped out. Thanks again for your support, guys. We do appreciate it. And if you want a hat, these ones and the snapback ones are still available on our website. And I dropped the price. They're only like $19 now. So if you want one, you can go buy one. It supports the channel. So yeah, thanks, guys.
Go buy one.
Okay, so I already showed you 2 things that we sold recently on eBay, the Ferragamo shoes and the Mizzen and Main dress shirt. So I figured for the rest of this video, I'm just gonna rapid fire like 19 more items that we've sold recently on eBay. Again, just to give you an idea of the different variety of items that we've been selling on eBay. So I have them on my phone. I'm just gonna go through them one by one and I'll pop up screenshots of the items over here. First one is this Brute wrestling singlet. Used wrestling singlets, they sell for decent money. This one picked up at a thrift store and we sold it for $25. Next up is this Easton 7050 baseball bat. This one, you have to be careful when buying baseball bats because sometimes they can be very expensive to ship. But this one, luckily, it only sold for $38, but it only cost us like $8, $9 to ship, so we still made some decent money on it. Next up is this Peter Millar t-shirt. We usually only buy the Peter Millar like summer comfort polos and dress shirts, the summer comfort dress shirts, but took a shot on this t-shirt. I think we paid like $1.50 or $2.50 for it, and it sold for us for $20. Affliction brand sells well for us. This is a Affliction long sleeve shirt, and it sold for us for a best offer of $25. Lululemon, this brand flies off the shelves for us. Allison recently found these in, you probably saw it in one of our past videos, but I think we paid like $4 for these Lululemon capris, and they sold for a best offer of $32.97. Brent Haven laptop bag. This one did sit around for a while. We actually had two of these. One of them was new with tags. This one was like new without tags, but it did end up selling for us for $55, and that one was shipped overseas to the UK, I believe. A Grumpy t-shirt. This is a pretty cool design. I like this one, and it ended up selling for a decent amount of money. We got an offer of $28 on this one. I think we had it listed for $30, got an offer for $28. Obviously happy to accept that. So decent sale on that too, $28. This would have been a thrift store pickup as well, probably $2.50. Vince, I know we've said this brand quite a few times before. This was a Vince like kind of longer hoodie, like a thin type of hoodie. And this one we took a best offer on of $35 shipped. So again, Vince is a great brand to resell. It's VINCE, all uppercase. The logo looks like that, just spelled out Vince is what the logo looks like. This one I was really excited about because it's from that Plato's shoe lot that we paid an average of, I think, $14 a pair. And I'm excited about this one because one of the comments on that video when I put the video out was, those Reebok CrossFit shoes will never sell for that amount. You guys are crazy. They only go for like $20 to $40 or whatever. And I kindly replied, like, we know what we're doing. We've actually sold quite a few of these Reebok CrossFit shoes before, and I'm sure they're going to sell for a decent amount of money. Anyway, these high-top Reebok CrossFit shoes, they sold pretty fast too. We had multiple offers on them, and they ended up selling for full price that we listed them for, $77.97. So not $20, $78, and we paid $14 for them. Another good sale, this was a Goodwill thrift store pickup. This is a Jams World shirt. It was brand new with the tags, had a really nice Florida graphic on the back. I believe this sold to one of you guys, so thank you for your support. You saw it on our channel, went to our eBay store and purchased it. And this one sold for $75, so thank you very much. And then this was a decent sale too. Sometimes when we get Tommy Bahama polos that just aren't really worth selling by themselves because they're not worth like enough money, we'll lot them together if we can find the same size and different colors. We'll lot them as a pair together and they sell decently that way. So this pair of two Tommy Bahama polos sold for us for $39.97. Another pickup from that Plato's Closet lot that I got, these are Hoka men's shoes. And these ones, again, $14 across the board. These ones sold for us for $80 even, or $79.97. But $80 on these Hoka shoes. That's why we tell you guys to pick up this brand, because if you can find the right ones, they sell for very, very decent money. Another Affliction shirt. There's actually two shirts. There's this blue one and then this black and gray one. The blue one sold for $27.97. The black one sold for $23.97. And those sold together to the same person. So one shipping fee on that, which is nice. But two Affliction shirts, one blue one black and gray one. One sold for $28, one sold for $24. And then this was a really cool find. I picked these up. This was retail arbitrage. I picked them up at Home Goods. I believe we paid $30 each for these. It's like Supreme wall art, framed art picture frames from Home Goods. I think it was like $29.99 that we paid each for each one of them. And instead of selling them individually, I decided just to list them in a lot. There were two Louis Vuitton ones and one Kermit the Frog one. And they ended up selling for us all together for $170 free shipping. So again, 30, 60, 90. After fees and after shipping, didn't make too much money on this lot, maybe like 40-50 bucks, but for a retail arbitrage item, that's actually not that bad. So $30, $60, $90 into 170 minus fees minus shipping, still made a bit of money on them, and it was a pretty cool item to find at HomeGoods. Next up, thrifted this Patagonia men's better sweater vest. Had the nice little Patagonia logo right there on the right hand side. This was picked up from a local Salvation Army. I want to say we paid like $5 to $7 for it. I'm not sure exactly how much, but this one ended up selling for us for $69.97, so $70 for this nice Patagonia men's vest. And then this was a pretty cool find. This was just a regular Lacoste t-shirt with a nice graphic on the front of it. Used item, sold for $25. Another Mizzen and Main men's dress shirt. This one, we picked up both of them together. This one actually sold first, and then the other one sold. This one sold for more money, sold for $67 even. So again, that's a brand that if you see it at the thrift stores, almost 100% of the time you should pick it up if the price is right and if they're in good condition. And then last but not least, sold these Cartier sunglasses. These ones we had been sitting on for a little while, but we finally took a best offer on them. They sold for $270. Pretty decent profit on those. We still have another pair of Cartier glasses. They're just like regular prescription glasses with the Bulbinga wood sides. Those are still listed for $1,100 and something dollars. We've had offers on them from like $700 to $900, but still waiting on the right buyer for those. I think if we get an offer for over $1,000 on them, then we'll take it. But until that happens, we'll let them sit out there and wait for the best buyer. And there you go, guys. There's some more items that we've sold on eBay recently. Hopefully these videos do help you guys out. Hopefully you're able to see like the types of items that are still continuing to sell for us on eBay. You guys can tell that we try to stay away from like the $15 to $20 items. We're looking for a higher average sales price on our store because we do have overhead. We have a warehouse to pay for and electricity and employee pay and that kind of thing. So we go for like a $40 plus average price point. That's just the bread and butter where we like to keep our margins. Not saying that it's bad to go after those lower price items. If you can get them for like, 50 cents and sell them for $15, go for it, do your thing. But as you scale up, you'll probably realize that it's less work to look for items that are worth just a little bit more money. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, make sure that you subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up. But thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys on the next video. I'm Ryan Roots. Peace out. Bye.